Hi there guys, my name's Owen and today you're watching Essex Walking Britain. Hi there guys, today I'm in Castleacre, which is a lovely little village in Norfolk, and it's quite rightly named after its fantastic castle that you can hopefully see behind me. Now there's a priory not too far away and I'm going to go see if I can find that in a minute, and we'll talk a little bit about what we've recently done as Essex Walking Britain. But for now I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the significance of this place and how it all ties into Essex Walking Britain as a whole. So Castleacre is actually one of the best kept Norman keeps in the UK. Now you'll be looking at it thinking, well, how's that possible? It's all in ruins. I'm sure there are better castles out there, and sure, yeah, you're absolutely correct. Like, of course, the best one is the Tower of London in the City of London, and then the second best is from our hometown of Colchester with Colchester Castle. But this is different. This is not necessarily the castle itself that's of significance, but the actual earthworks around it that form its defences. And it's one of the best preserved for those reasons. So yeah, talking a little bit about castles and Colchester, if I could cast your mind back about, must have been 2-3 years ago now at the start of COVID, and myself and Harrison, we were thinking during COVID, we had this great summer coming up where we could go out and do all sorts of exploring, and we reached out to our friend Tom Benson and came up with a challenge. And we challenged ourselves to go out there and do the Essex Way, which was, at the time we thought, about 83 miles. In the end it turned out to actually be closer to 90 miles, but we completed it, starting down at Epping and going the whole way up to Harwich in northeast Essex. But that in of itself wasn't necessarily the big challenge. The big challenge for us was getting ourselves from a position where, yeah, we could go off and do walks and that was fine, but getting up to the position in which we could go off and do 30 miles day after day after day for 3 days. So we set off on our initial challenge, which was getting ready for it, and we went out and we did training walks starting at 24 kilometers, making our way up to 30 miles, 50 miles, and then we were ready to go. And one of our training walks, the first one that we did and we publicised on this YouTube channel, was the Centurion's Patrol Walk, where we did all of the significant Roman historical features around Colchester. And of course, the big one of all of them was Colchester Castle. So that's sort of the link to Castleacre and our walks, and it's nice to come here. I've been hoping to do a walk here, so hopefully keep your eyes open. I might be able to plan one of those. But yeah, that's sort of like who we are. We try as best as possible to stick to our three sort of key pillars that we try to adhere to. So that would be having a mindset of trying to promote British values, going out there and trying to promote young people getting involved in charity, and trying to promote young people getting out there and enjoying the countryside. So that's a little bit about what we do. That's what we really believe in, and that's why we continue making these videos. Now you're probably asking, like, why around COVID? Why was that so significant for you? So at the time we saw that quite a lot of the elderly and quite a lot of the vulnerable were unable to get out and they were stuck indoors, and we thought, why don't we use our abilities to be able to go out there once everything's opened up. You know, we're young, fit, healthy young men. We can go out there, stop making these videos of the walks that we do, so those people who can't go out can watch them, enjoy them, and get a bit of an experience of what we were experiencing out on the walks. So yeah, that's a little bit about what we do at Essex Walking Britain, and hopefully now we're going to talk a little bit about the future and what's been going on this summer. See you in a bit. So then guys, I've made my way to the Priory at Castleacre, and I seriously underestimated how fantastic this Priory was going to be. Just having a little look around it inside, it's in pretty good condition for a Priory. Now this one, as far as I can understand, has fallen victim to what many priories in England have suffered from. Certainly old Catholic ones, and that is the fact that King Henry VIII, when he wanted to divorce his first wife, found out that he actually couldn't because the Catholic Church prohibited it. So effectively all these old Catholic monasteries and priories ended up being burnt to the ground and all of the treasures stolen. Now, this has happened with a lot of priories and monasteries around the UK, one of which we can obviously mention is St Botolph's Priory in Colchester, which we've done a walk around. But many priories over the years have obviously, you know, fallen to pieces, and it's up to brilliant organisations like the English Heritage Trust to be able to be the custodians of them and keep them alive for us to come and see today. So yeah, it's really quite nice being here. Now, speaking of custodianship and getting out there and preserving history and obviously making sure as many people as possible have access to it, I recently did a challenge to the Isle of Arran, and it was a 5-day challenge going around the island and effectively trying to get as much as I could from the island onto camera for you guys to see and enjoy. So it was 2 days of admin on the island, having a little look around at some of the more niche things, with 3 days in the middle of doing some nice long walks along the Arran Coastal Way. Now, about 4 years ago, I went off and did the Arran Coastal Way in its entirety, and that was a pretty good walk, I must admit. But this time I decided I'd take it at a slightly slower pace and just enjoy it a bit more. So yeah, I didn't do the whole coastal way, I just did sort of my favourite sections. One of which I can vouch definitely wasn't my favourite, certainly after doing it, and you'll see when the videos come out. But yeah, really nice challenge that was. Nice to get back up there and see everyone on the island again after COVID, and see the place thriving. So yeah, that about does it for today. Obviously we've talked a little bit about what we do, a little bit about what we have done recently. I guess we can talk a little bit about what's going to happen in the future. So as I continue to go around the country and try and find all these fantastic places to try and do walking videos, I will continue to do that, and I'll get friends along like Tom and Harrison and Misha, and try and get as many people as possible to come along on these walks and challenges and have some exciting times. So yeah, thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Please check out the rest of the videos, because obviously this is your introduction to the channel. There are loads of other, like a nice big catalogue of videos that I've done with various other friends walking around Britain, so please check them out. Leave a comment, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out all our social media on Instagram and Facebook, and hopefully I'll see you on the next adventure. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment, because that feedback allows us to look at what you're enjoying, maybe what you're not enjoying, and adjust these videos appropriately. Please don't forget to check us out on social media at Essex Walking Britain on Instagram and Facebook. And also don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified of all the future videos like this that come out. So thank you, I'll see you in the next video.